आज हम एक ऐसे टॉपिक की बात करने वाले हैं जो एक ऐसा कॉन्सेप्ट है जो वेस्टर्न कंट्रीज में तो पिछले 5-7 साल से काफी पॉपुलर है। और पॉपुलैरिटी बढ़ती ही जा रही है, बट इंडिया में इसकी अवेयरनेस ऑलमोस्ट जीरो है। और हमारे लिए ये कॉन्सेप्ट को समझना इसलिए बहुत जरूरी है क्योंकि लेट्स एक्सेप्ट इट, जो वेस्ट में होता है वो देर सवेर इंडिया में हम अपना ही लेते हैं। इसको समझना बहुत जरूरी है। नाउ बिफोर आई इवन बिगिन, let me clarify one thing absolutely clearly. This video is only for information purpose. Although I'll be presenting some examples here and there, but I'll try to keep my opinion aside and I'll let you guys make a judgment on it. जब इंडिया में कोई बच्चा होता है तो डॉक्टर अगर लड़का है तो उसके बर्थ सर्टिफिकेट पे मेल लिख देता है, और अगर लड़की है तो उसके बर्थ सर्टिफिकेट पे फीमेल लिख देता है। I think this is the case across all over India, and I think it's same for almost all of Asia, right? Even if you log into any website, sex का option आता है तो either you choose male or female, और ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा आपको others का option मिलता है। Before we dive into this concept of gender fluidity, which is happening in Western economies, let's look at this video.
Instead of a boy or a girl, gender-neutral babies are known as babies. Babies are babies without a known sex. That means only parents and trusted caregivers know that baby's anatomy. They say the gender part comes later and is left up to the child.
I hope you saw the video, right? So the concept that we are going to discuss is gender fluidity. Theoretically, the concept is very, very complex, to be honest. And I'll try my best to explain it as briefly as possible. So if we look at gender, now it's been divided into two categories. One is binary and the other is non-binary. So let's say कोई इंसान जब पैदा हुआ तो या तो वो मैन पैदा हुआ या वो विमेन पैदा हुआ, और आज भी अगर वो खुद को या मैन मानता है या विमेन मानता है, मतलब या तो वो A है या वो B है, there is nothing in between, right? The concept of binary, either 1 or 0, there is nothing in between. So you are called binary person. But let's say if you don't identify as men or women, even though biologically you can be born either male or female, right? But if you don't identify as male or female, then you fall into this new category called non-binary. And the gender spectrum here is limitless, right? You can be anything. You can be male, female, you can be trans male, you can be trans women, anything. We'll dive into it what all genders are there, but then it's called non-binary because you don't fit into the traditional definition of what a male or a female is. So what has happened is these trans women, right? So earlier basically they were born as male, but now they are transitioning into women, right? So say they have all the body structure, all the bone density, everything of a male, but now they're transitioning into a women. So they now, although they are trans women, but now they identify as women, and now they have now basically they are eligible for all kind of women rights that's there in the US or UK for that matter, right? So now you are eligible to go into women washrooms, you can access women locker room because you identify as women. Now also these trans women, they start participating in women's sports, right? Because they identify as women, and because obviously they have superior body structure, superior strength, they are beating these women at least left, right and center. They are breaking records by historical margins. The situation is so bizarre that you should watch this video.
I will tell you another thing that people can't even believe. I will keep men out of women's sports, okay? No, did you ever hear of anything like that? You saw the other day the weightlifter and this young woman, 19-year record. He has the record by like 90 pounds or something like that. It is so stupid. It is so unfair.
So another thing to discuss is pronouns. So the people who fall into this non-binary category, they can identify with almost 100 plus genders, and with every gender there comes a pronoun. So people who are of non-binary category, they don't like themselves to be called as he or she. They usually prefer something like they, or I'll attach a full list here. So even though traditionally they is used for plural, but in non-binary category, they is used for a single person as well. Some of the Western websites even offer you more than 50 different genders to choose from when you log into that. I mean, you take a call on that. How do you feel about it? Let me add one more example so that we understand the seriousness of the situation. So this man was recently jailed for raping 2 women. So this guy, when he appears in the court next day, he starts identifying himself as women. And look at the legal system. That guy is now put into women prison.
This violent sex offender, a double rapist, once known as Adam Graham. And here is the same person now identifying as a woman, Isla Bryson, a predator who's been detained in a women's prison.
Now don't confuse gender fluidity with sexual preference. Like people who are gay, lesbian, queer, these people still identify as men or women. It's just their sexual preference is different. That's completely different than gender fluidity. In gender fluidity, a person who is a biological man today can get up tomorrow and identify himself as a woman, or anything that person feels like on any given day. That's why more than 100 genders and different kind of pronouns have come into existence. Now honestly, I can spend whole day talking about it, explaining about it, and this would still sound as difficult to understand, difficult to digest, and weird to be put very softly. But I think I don't have the capacity to talk about it all day. Neither do you guys have to listen to it all day. But I'll attach a few links in the comment, so you guys, if you're still interested, you can go through these links, read about it, dive deep into it, and learn more about it before this phenomena hits India, and before you even realize, at least we get to be aware about it. So that's about it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. I'll try to bring more different kind of contents in the coming video, and I'll keep trying to do my best. Thank you.